Hey guys, welcome back to Globe Trekker Gaming. Today we'll be moving on to part 11 of our gameplay of Suzerain. Let's get going. So this one looks like we now have a few different options we can do. So we have like Whole Sword, Conriat, and Lenkurg here. And for those who watched the last part, we met with this guy is like some big businessman, and I think his name was like Walter Tusk or something. And essentially, he tried bribing our character to award the contract for the highway we're going to build to his company. And I'm obviously not trying to be corrupt at all, so I turned it down. But I still, was trying to be cordial with him and try to maintain good relations. So yeah, I got a lot we can still go with there. And kind of before I started recording this, I was just looking a little at what these things are. I'm going to start first here, because in Lenkurg, we have the finalization of the highway contract. So, yeah, let's just get right to it. So, after a lengthy drive on cliffside roads, we arrived in Lenkurg. There, crowds of cheering citizens greeted us, and the local government escorted us to the city hall. So, I'm definitely not going to give it to, the contract that the company that Walter Tusk had, just because the corruption, I don't want him to think that he can, essentially buy his way into the government here. So we'll see how things go with that. But we're here for a significant meeting about the H3 project. Several construction companies sent their representatives. Gus Manger couldn't make the meeting due to his visit to Rizia, but I had Simon Hall and Lilius Graff. Besides starting our economic recovery, this project will cut the time it takes to get here by road in half, Mr. President. More importantly, it will lead to improvement in Eggland. I have lived with these people and seen them suffer. I trust your plan. I'll say I really don't know why I have to pick between them, because I think they both have good points. I'm glad to hear that. We should be able to slow down the recession if we finish this project successfully. I look forward to a positive financial outcome. According to my sources, we'll lift many people out of poverty. What will it take to stop the recession? What kind of end results do we expect? Failure during this project is not an option. Do you need additional support? I'm just gonna say that there. Not as of right now. However, things might come up if the project doesn't go according to plan. Thank you for the offer. So Simon searched through the documents he was holding. I have the overview of the companies here. He handed the files. Look at the files. The three companies were listed: the Sordish State Corporation, Underhall Construction, and Taurus Holding. Underhall is the one that's owned by, so it's owned by the mayor of Conriat, but I want to say that, yeah, he sold half the shares to Walter Tusk, so I don't want to do Underhall. What's the Sordish State Corporation? The main government corporation that is tasked with running the public construction contracts. And Taurus Holding. New and entrepreneurial private company that uses cutting-edge construction and technology from Arcasia. I'm going to want to go with Taurus, because we want to maintain good relations with Arcasia. And also, I mean, this one is corrupt, and this one's a government-owned one, and I'm trying to promote more of the free market. This one seems like the most free market option there, and it's from Arcasia, which I know is the bigger superpower we're trying to kind of, suck up to. I reviewed them, and I took the liberty of asking the mayor of Arvory to give his opinion. Which corporation shall we talk about? Taurus. Taurus was founded in 1946 and is owned by the entrepreneur Geralt Face. It is a new holding company whose subsidiaries use cutting-edge technology. I already kind of read that. They are known to provide from their workers who are part of the labor union. That's what I like too, because I think it's going to really help, give jobs to. There are other things Taurus does very well, like providing consultants for state corporations. I'm going to say, why shouldn't we? Just see if they have any reasons. The company is completely private and directed by a non-government board. Do we remember if they worked on a mega project? Choosing this company is too much of a risk for such an important project. We shouldn't risk our first project. Their capabilities matter more than the history we have. We need to make unbiased decisions. Sorry, Lilius, I'm going to have to do that. They took a joint contract in Arcasia for reconstructing the highway in one of the major cities. They went well, but is their only large-scale success. If we're going to try a different company, this is the most unique. The project manager from Taurus mentioned that they would be able to finish the project with the allocated funding. They're the only company who found the budget sufficient, making them a cheaper alternative. Taurus is definitely worth considering. You know what? I don't want to hear the other ones. I already am going to settle on Taurus. I just like how they sound. It's probably going to throw some sort of curveball and be like, oh, they didn't finish it. You messed up. But we'll see that down the road. Good thing we are staying consistent to our economic strategy. Simon signed a certain section of the dossier and fixed his glasses. Very well, Mr. President. The contract will be awarded to Taurus Holding. I wish the outcome of this meeting was different, but at the end of the day, the success of the project is what matters. The company will be notified today, and construction work will begin immediately after. I think we're off to a good start. That's great news. I'm gonna say I think we're off to a good start. My expectations are that the grand opening ceremony will happen late next year. Hey, that's fast for a freeway. Well, I better get back to work. Sorry, Lily, I said I have to side against you here. Thank you, this concludes the meeting. The meeting ended and we spent the remainder of the day attending events in Lenkirk. It was nice to enjoy the natural beauty of Angland. Alright, see if it has anything on the news about that going on. Construction begins for H3 Highway. The Taurus Holdings has been awarded a 2-year contract. The USP, Albin, Shaven, and Warren letting Taurus build H3 would be extremely questionable. I just have like a foreign GASOM engineers. I'm confused what that even is. Yeah, like I said, I feel like this one, it's trying to make it seem like a risky pick, but I feel like that's the best pick because it hires, you know, domestic workers, but also, you know, gets things from, like, the big superpower we're trying to, you know, really become allies with. So, yeah, I feel confident about that, but like I said, this game seems like it really tries to test you and do different, situations that make you second guess everything. So I guess we'll have to see how things develop down the road, but I think that's going to end this for we're on part 11 there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for part 12.